Hey, yo, yo.
Back hero.
Yo, check it. This my special attack, 100 swords, 100 episodes, and here's to 100 more. Who got next? Place your change on the cabinet. Air Combo University graduates juggle my enemies before tagging in the Masters hero. Pros in action, toe tagging champions getting active. The message will always get near you. Return to the dream team, Spider-Man and Strider hear you. When the mask is on, I can't promise Cyclops to keep his glasses on. The handshake was potent. The inner glow shown as a mega optic blast, trailing behind the Shinku Hadouken. How you gonna dodge both of them? Blast you down to the last atom. Best regards from the proton cannon you couldn't fathom. If you were raised on gaming and put a controller up, I'm old enough to study the meta before I bless you. We understood space in the dash clean. Now we need the Justin Wong poster right next to the pro athletes. Final justice like a primary lotus from out the sky. Stars and stripes reminding you racism is still alive. Bring a plasma sword to a gunfight. Hayato, bring a hurricane kick. Tatsumaki Sentakyu. One time for all my otakus who played the console till their eyes closing. Probably forgot to study for their finals. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. SwordCast. My wordplay, my sword play when blades clash.
SwordCast, forecast, can't say that word. Whatever. My microphone sounds different. We're recording, by the way. We just started.
Oh, it's recording right now?
Yeah.
Hey,
Wagwan.
welcome to the SwordCast, episode 122. I had no idea we were recording.
I mean, I
Hey
literally
man,
just started.
some things happened. And some stuff.
Yeah. What happened?
Golden State Warriors,
Yes, sir.
NBA champions. Stephen Curry, Finals MVP,
What else happened?
champs.
Can't blame him. Can't make any more shit up about how he's not one of the GOATs now, huh?
No more excuses.
Oh, he's just a good shooter. He's the greatest shooter ever, but you can't say he's a
4 championships.
All right, shut up. Shut your whore mouth.
Well, he doesn't play any defense. Look, man, Boston's entire strategy for the NBA Finals was to get Steph involved in ball screens so he would get switched and have to defend Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And then he would force him to do that wild spin move that they do. And then Draymond Green would come flying over and help side defense.
Yeah.
Force a turnover. Oh, my goodness. I was so happy.
Yeah, man. It was good to see that. It was really good to see Steph finally silencing all the critics, silencing all the I mean, how could he have critics? I don't even understand that.
That's what I don't understand. People are just weird.
How does he have critics?
We'll get into this later, man. But
don't understand.
For now, episode 122, what are you into currently?
Dog, I don't know, bro. I'm just like, I got so much anxiety about the NBA draft. I'm just absolutely shitting my pants.
This dude texted me a few days ago. He said, bro, I had a nightmare about the NBA draft.
Like a legitimate night. I woke up out of my sleep in a fucking cold sweat, bro. Dog. I'm dying of anxiety.
We traded up to 2 and drafted Keegan Murray.
Bro, I would fucking die if that, bro. So you already know how I feel, man. I just look, bro, Keegan Murray, and I'm preparing myself because I think there's hope. Like there's hope. Like people have talked about Ivy. They've talked about how the Pistons really like him. The fact that he doesn't want to go to Sacramento, and who can blame him?
I don't think anybody wants to go to Sacramento, man.
Yeah, no. Who can blame him? So there's hope for sure. I still think the most likely outcome is that we just draft Keegan Murray at 5 and call it a day. I think it's possible that we trade Jeremy Grant for another first-round pick. I somehow don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be 7. I think that might be a little bit too high for him. I think the best outcome, and a lot of Pistons fans think I'm doing way too much, but look, bro, I believe in Jaden Ivey this much. Bro, if I'm Troy Weaver, I'm picking up the phone and I'm saying, I'm calling Sacramento when they're on the clock, and I'm like, bro, look, I'm about to make you an offer you can't refuse. I'm trading you the 5th pick and Jeremy Grant to go up to 4. Oh, that's not enough? Cool. I'll trade you Jeremy Grant, Kelly Olynyk, the 5th pick, and a future first to go to 4. To move up one spot, bro.
You want Jaden Ivey that bad?
It's more like I don't want Keegan Murray that bad. Like, you can't, bro. You can't get. This is my thing.
Oh, I guess.
This is my thing with Keegan Murray. He's gonna be a fine player, no doubt. But if you're picking in the top 5, you got to think about Cade, bro. You think you're picking in the top 5. Like,
you are picking in the top 5.
And Cade is all smiles. I heard Valini. I don't really listen to the local Detroit radio very often, but I listened to Valini and Foster today, and Valini made an excellent. He actually nailed exactly what I've been saying this whole time, which is like, you need another cornerstone, bro, in the top 5. Like, Cade is all smiles now. He wants to be here, but if we keep being weak and keep being trash, like, it's only a matter of time before this nigga start looking over the greener patches like, bro, these niggas is really weak in Detroit, and all they gave me was Keegan Murray.
But they're headed in the right direction.
Not if they pick Keegan Murray, bro. That's not the right direction. Look, bro, look.
This guy hates
It's not even that I hate Keegan Murray. It's
yes,
this.
It is.
It's not. He's gonna be a fine player. I think he's gonna be good. But
you hate Keegan Murray.
I hate Keegan Murray at 5.
At 5, okay.
That's the problem.
So what if they were like 10th?
Fine, no problem. I would love it. He'd be super solid. But
okay.
with your 10th pick, answer me this: if you get a top 5 pick, do you not expect that person to be a star player?
Be a superstar.
Like, that's maybe not a superstar per se, but like, they have to pan out. Superstar. You would expect them to be at least a star. At least a star.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, nobody looks at Keegan Murray and says, oh, that guy's got superstar upside. Literally nobody has said that. Even his strongest supporters have said, man, Keegan Murray he's going to be a solid player. He's going to be a solid NBA pro, going to be able to contribute from day one. If we already know that that's not his upside, why the fuck are we even looking at him at 5? Like, that's the kind of guy that you get at 10, 11, 15, a guy that's going to come in and be a solid starter from day one, or a solid rotation piece from day one.
Right.
The fact that we are passing up on even a guy like Benedict Mathurin, who I really like, who maybe didn't have the same career, didn't put up the same numbers, but like has a better type of game that can translate into stardom, can fucking shoot the bloody cash, super athletic, a pretty good defender. Like, he just got a ready-made game for as a wing, a guard, a shot-creating guard in the NBA. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You need at least 2 shot-creating perimeter players in order to be successful in the NBA. Period.
Yeah, that's true.
Period. And if you don't have 2, you need to be doing everything you can to get another one. Facts. No matter what. We got Cade. We might have Sadiq Bey. I'm not 100% sold that he's going to be good, but is his game going to be like, I'm going to go get me a bucket at the end of the shot clock? I'm not 100% sure about that. I know Cade can do it,
yeah,
but you need another guy who can do that. And Keegan Murray's not that guy. Go get me a guy who can do that. Jaden Ivey is the guy who can do that. Even Shaedon Sharpe is a guy who might be able to do that someday. But Keegan Murray ain't gonna never be that guy. I would be stunned. I would be just as if Keegan Murray turns out to be a like star level player, I would say that's just as likely as like us just missing and just completely busting out. Like, I don't know, bro. I fucking shaved my mustache. I don't know. Who cares? Like, it just seems unlikely, bro.
I'll shave my mustache.
I think the chance we talk about Shaedon Sharpe being a mystery man and being like a high upside, but he might bust out. Like, I think the chances of either of those guys becoming a star is about the same. The only difference is that Keegan Murray has a higher floor. That's the only difference. And if his floor is 13 points a game, Kelly Olynyk did that shit for us last year. We found him off the street in Houston.
Oh man,
not gonna be able to do it.
Not gonna be able to do it.
But we're gonna end up with Keegan Murray, so might as well start getting used to it.
Oh jeez.
I don't know, man. Shit. I can't even. I literally can't focus on anything else. It's like affecting my life, and like all wakes of my life is being impacted by this. So, anyways,
I think you'll be all right, man. But yeah, man. I've been into.
Wait, hold on. One last thing. Now this is actually me hating on Keegan Murray, bro. Go listen to this nigga talk, dog. I know I'm we're both
me hating on
bro.
Keegan
We're
Murray.
both smart, articulate black people who are educated and speak well. But like when I hear this nigga talk, bro, he sound too lame for me. Like too lame. Like I don't know what it is, bro. This nigga ain't got no drip, no swagger. No motherfucker to him at all. He sounds like a safer version of Tiger Woods. Safer than Tiger Woods.
No, that's not possible.
Bro, SwordCast fans, go listen to any interview by Keegan Murray. I've never heard a safer black man ever, bro. He sounds like Tiger Woods.
On a scale of Richard Jefferson to Richard Jefferson to Tiger Woods. Where is he?
In terms of sounding white, he's Andrew Luck. Let me not disparage that man. I'm sure he's a perfectly stand-up gentleman, raised in a good home.
My goodness, man. Jeez.
My bad, Keegan Murray. I hope I'm wrong, bro. If we get you and you, I don't care about being right. I just want the Pistons to be good, and I just am nervous. I just don't like that idea. I just don't like it, bro.
Oh, this is great.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry that you're going through this, but yeah, man, you already know I've been into the CXXII films. Still, I'm on number 16 now. Let's go. Hey, man, it was Father's Day yesterday.
Boom.
We're recording this on Monday. Shout out to my family for getting me the Criterion Collection CXXII, the Blu-ray DVD sets. It is amazing. It has all 25 films in it. They're in super, mega, hyper, ultra, super duper HD.
Super definition.
So me being the failure, loser, weirdo that I am, instead of picking up where I left off, I went back and started at
I'd like to watch them
again because they look so clean and they look so crispy. It's amazing to me. So, yep, it's gonna take me a minute to get back to where I was. I probably will. I just went back and wanted to watch some of my favorite ones. You already know the second one's my favorite. I love the first one, the third one, the seventh one. So I went back. Watch some of the other ones, but dude, this set I should bring it on. I should have brung it. It's amazing. It comes with like, I know Josh. Shout out to Josh. Me and Josh, we're kind of like film snob buddies now because we text about some of these movies. But he's like big into the Lone Wolf and Cub series, and he's got the Criterion collection of that, and it's like. This CXXII one is the art. It comes with so much stuff. It's like the DVDs are in these little books, and it's got like this crazy artwork. And then it has like a book that it comes with that. It's each movie's got its own art, and then it like explains each movie, and it's crazy, man. This is really really dope. I love it.
That's what's up, man. I have not watched all the CXXII films, but we are soon to have a SwordCast expert on CXXII.
Yeah, man. Definitely my favorite thing right now. But yeah, bro, quick wrestling recap before we get into something that I've been itching. I'm about to be insufferable. But quick wrestling recap, man. So we talked about last week how with Forbidden Door coming, they're starting to kind of more matches are coming that are going to be on the show. So we're getting Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay.
Bruh.
I'm very excited for that. That definitely intrigues me. We saw the Young Bucks win the tag titles from Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Then we saw Christian attack Jungle Boy afterwards, which, you know, I think this is going to be the start of the rise of Jungle Boy as a singles wrestler.
Well, I heard from a reliable inside source that he will be off TV for a while, so they could be.
That's right. You did say that.
Yeah, he's gonna be. He's gonna be off TV for a minute, so we'll see what happens when they bring him back.
Yeah, hopefully that's what it leads to. But you know, the Young Bucks I think it was the right call with this show coming up. I'm sure they'll get a. See, the only thing is New Japan. They don't have the best tag division. I'm really hoping that we get Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bryan Danielson. Because, you know, I said before, man, I thought all my dream scenarios for Forbidden Door have gotten kind of ruined by injuries. Like, Kenny's out, you know, he's hurt. I don't think Naito's going to be on the show. I don't think Okada's going to be on the show, which is unbelievable when you think about it.
Okada apparently just had a baby.
Did he? I think he did. And so Okada's not going to be on the show. Naito's probably not going to be on the show. Kenny's hurt. Ibushi's not going to be on the show. Like, that's literally the biggest. Those names I just said right now, Omega, Okada, Ibushi, Naito. That's the 4 biggest names that would have been on the show. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. And they're not going to even be on it. So you got those guys not doing it. And then you got like Andrade, who can't do it because he's got a weird contract situation with like Lucha, with like AAA, I think. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? And then you got Pentagon and Phoenix, who can't do it because they have weird contracts with them too. And it's like, man, like, what are we doing? You know, we're just missing out on all these. But, you know, I think it's still going to be dope. I'm full on expecting Tanahashi to. You've talked me into. I'm kind of expecting him to like straight up win the belt and be like in America for a minute and be the interim champ. I think that would be amazing.
I hope so, but I have also started to see the dirt sheets say that. Well, I mean, it's not really the dirt sheets, but people are predicting that Moxley is going to make history by being the first 2-time champ.
No,
that would be disappointing for sure. That would not be ideal.
No, man, that would be really. I would not like that at all. But I'm getting more excited for the show. More matches are beginning to take form that are going to be on there. So I'm hoping we get a couple more surprises this week. I'm interested to see who Jay White's going to face. Please do not do Adam Cole.
It's going to be Adam Cole.
No.
Oh wait, no, they said it wasn't going to be.
They already said no to Adam Cole. So but you know they're gonna find. You know they're gonna find a way to get Adam Cole on the show.
Oh, you think it's gonna be a 3-man match?
Yep, Jay White, Hangman, and Adam Cole. Oh, cool. The IWGP World Heavyweight Japanese Championship is gonna be 3 white dudes. That's what's up.
3 white bread, like pale ghost ass white people.
Oh man. But whatever. I still got high hopes for the show, so I'm still excited for it. Boom, man. Quick wrestling recap. Also, Vince McMahon may be drowning in his own urine.
Yeah. Sasha Banks may or may not be released. I think we're both still cautious about that, waiting to hear from a better source than just the internet. Assuming she's gone, what does she do next?
I mean, if she goes to AEW, she would be like
she might be the biggest star on the roster.
She would, no doubt. That's not even a question. She is Sasha's the fire. So if she goes to AEW, honestly, if I was booking AEW and she came there, I would literally have her win the championship the first night.
For sure. Yeah.
And I have her be a heel too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Come in, she wins the belt off top.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, are you willing to sacrifice Thunder Rosa for that?
Yes. and I love Thunder Rosa, but I am 100% willing. Yes. But yeah, man. Quick wrestling recap. Let's go.
All right.
Golden State Warriors.
Wait, what kind of music did you say you needed?
I need some I Told You So music. I don't know.
I need you to be more specific.
I need something triumphant.
Okay.
You know, not sad like the basketball rim story.
Triumphant music.
Triumphant music.
30 minutes of uplifting, triumphant, emotional music.
Oh,
right.
that sounds.
Well.
Oh, that's a. I'm sitting up here thinking that's it. That's food. What is that? Applebee's or something?
That was beer.
Hey man, they said we couldn't do it. You know, they said, those guys, they don't have Kevin Durant anymore. Oh, he's gone. Oh, Klay Thompson's never gonna be the same. He's gonna come back and he's gonna suck. Oh, Steph Curry's old, man. He's old now. He's washed.
Never had a Finals MVP. Not really that good.
Never had a Finals MVP. His legacy is they only won because they needed Kevin Durant. He's just a shooter. He's the best shooter of all time, but that's it. Andrew Wiggins sucks, man. He's not good. He's never good. He was a bust. He shouldn't have been the first pick in the draft.
Really?
Draymond Green's old, man. He needs to shut up. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't produce at all. I don't want to hear it, dog. NBA champions. Stephen Curry. Finals MVP. Stephen Curry. All-Star Game MVP. Stephen Curry. Western Conference Finals MVP. Oh, Boston's a historic defense, man. They got the Defensive Player of the Year, man. He's gonna shut Steph down. They're too physical. They're too big. Finals MVP on Marcus Smart's dusty green lice head. Put a do-rag on. Get some braids. Stop falling and fouling all the time.
He do be flailing around
all over the place, man. I can't stand him, bro. Man, listen, man. Steph Curry doesn't play any defense. How can he be considered one of the greatest of all time? He doesn't play any defense. Look, man, Boston's entire strategy for the whole series, literally every possession, get Steph involved in ball screens, force him to switch so he has to guard Tatum or Jaylen Brown. He did fine.
Yep.
Klay Thompson, I don't care what you say. I don't care. Klay Thompson came back from a torn ACL, a torn Achilles, and won the NBA championship. First year back from 2 career-ending injuries.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Greatest backcourt of all time, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers. But you know what? You can't have a Splash Brothers without a swimming pool. Jordan Poole, dog. Most improved player of the year. Not Ja Morant because he was already a freaking all-star. Let's go, man. Gary Payton's got a ring and his dad doesn't.
Dog. I wonder what those conversations are like at the crib now, bro.
I wouldn't even bring it up.
Because you already know Gary Payton is petty enough to feel some type of way about that. Jeez.
So what you think, you better than me now?
Right. Oh, you think
I never said that.
You think you the man of the house now?
Dad, I never said that.
Dad, I literally just walked in. Hey, come here, little nigga. Sit your ass down. Well, I would have locked you up back in the 90s. You can't even lace my shoes.
Shaq's give him the Shaq treatment, where he's always just talking about how good he was. Anyway, Andrew Wiggins, never been a bad player.
Never, bro.
Played on some bad teams.
And was still good.
And was still averaging over 20 for his career.
Yep.
But you know what we call him now? Two-way Wiggs. Locking up
Twigs.
Locking up Jason Tatum. Locking up Jaylen Brown when he had to. This guy rebounds. Let's go. Andrew Wiggins. Look, man, I said before, I told you the entire time that Kevin Durant was here, it felt like a rental, and it also felt so weird because he was bigger than the team. As big a star as Steph Curry is, not once has he felt bigger than the team, ever. When they won the first championship with Kevin Durant, it was so weird because all people were saying, well, he doesn't look happy. Is he happy? He doesn't look as happy as he should. They just won the championship. Is he going to leave? It was this weirdest, just dumbest thing ever. And I have to say that Andrew Wiggins feels like more of a warrior, in my opinion, than Kevin Durant ever felt when he was on this team.
Yeah.
And Andrew Wiggins, he looks so happy. He's
so
owed
it, man. He's earned it.
He earned it. He was
basketball hipsters take that.
Basketball hipsters take that.
Up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Let's go. Kevon Looney looking injured all the time, looking like it hurts when he runs out there.
He definitely is
I love that guy.
Sort of a lurch hunchback of
Bro,
Notre Dame.
He played every game this season. Regular season, playoffs, finals. Played every game. Draymond Green, game 6. Finally started hitting some shots, locking up on D. I love that dude, man. Best help side defender ever. Probably my favorite role player ever. Best help side defender that's not a rim protector that I've literally ever seen in the NBA. Yeah, it's unbelievable. The effort that he gives and his basketball IQ is just ridiculous. But look, man, I gotta say I was super. As a Warriors fan, I was super excited when they won the first one. The Durant ones, I told you before, bro, they just didn't. It was dope, but it was like one of those things where it was expected and it wasn't. It just didn't feel. This one, bro, just because nobody thought that they would be here. Yeah. Nobody thought they would win. Like, this one is my favorite one.
Yeah, for sure.
This one's my favorite one. Like, and then outside of that first one, just because nobody thought they would be here. But let's go, man. Golden State Warriors, dynasty, true dynasty. 4 championships from our guys. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond. Welcome to the party. Andrew Wiggins. Jordan Poole got a ring. We got the young dogs rings.
Yep.
Keep them around. Don't trade them. And let's run this thing back, dog. Let's go. Let's go. Warriors, baby. Steph Curry, greatest point guard of all time. I don't want to hear it. Bang.
There it is.
There it is. Steve Kerr, give him his props. One of the greatest coaches ever.
He is.
One of the greatest coaches of all time. The adjustments, man. Shout out to, man, Steve Kerr. He's such a good coach, man. My guy makes some of the best adjustments. And you know what? I love that he's just a good coach, man. The substitutions he makes mistakes, but he figures them out, and you can see the adjustments in the next game always. They never get beat by the same thing ever. So shout out to Steve Kerr. But all right, man, I want to ask you this question. Saw this on Twitter. If you had to build a 5-man NBA lineup of your favorite players, not best but favorite, who would you pick?
I thought I saw this question, but I thought it was on the favorite players on your favorite team.
That's also a good one. That's 2 different questions.
Okay. Well, let's do them both because I already have the answer to one.
All right.
So for my favorite team, it would be the Pistons, obviously, and it would be Isaiah Thomas at the point, Cade Cunningham at the 2,
boom,
Grant Hill at the 3. Even though I can't stand him now, just in terms of at that time, the good version of Blake Griffin, his first year here, and Ben Wallace would be the starting 5.
All right, so mine, we'll just go back to back to back. Mine, okay, for that one, obviously Warriors. So we're talking favorite, right? Not best. So point guard, I'd have Baron Davis.
Okay.
Shooting guard, Stephen Curry. Small forward, Klay Thompson. Power forward, Draymond Green. Center's a hard one because obviously I wasn't.
Is it the hard one, bro?
I mean, Wilt Chamberlain,
right?
But like,
bro.
I didn't like watch Wilt Chamberlain play.
I mean, he's on your team though. I didn't really watch Isaiah live very much.
That's facts. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain.
I mean, who else do you have?
I mean, they really have never ever since they haven't really.
Bogut, maybe
Andrew Bogut. You could throw David Lee in there. He was kind of small.
David Lee was good.
Andrew Bogut was really good when he came here.
Yeah,
his former #1 overall pick, man, was injuries. And
he still had a good career though.
He did.
He was still solid.
He had a serviceable career. He was such a monster in college though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that would be mine. Who else is Looney? Obviously now this year. Do you remember Beadrins?
Yeah.
He was like a amazing rebounder, but he just had no offense.
Yeah.
And he was like the worst free throw shooter ever.
Yep. Yeah, I do remember him. He looked like Ivan Drago.
He did actually look just like him.
All right, so 5-man, damn, of your favorite players, not best. Fuck. So still Isaiah Thomas at the point. It would be easier if we could do this like current versus of all time.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna worry about it.
If I did current, mine would just be the Warriors.
I would say Richard Hamilton.
Okay.
For shooting guard. I mean, I know it's way better shooting guards, but whatever. He was my favorite player all through high school. At the 3, Bron. He's my favorite He's my favorite small forward, and he's also probably the best small forward ever.
Also, Kevin Durant's been completely silent since the Warriors won the championship. That's weird to me. All right, go
ahead. 4, Kevin Garnett.
Oh,
big. I am a big ticket fan.
He was such a jerk on the court.
But I like motherfuckers. I love motherfuckers, bro.
Man,
I love villain. I mean, bro, Draymond, like he's also a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's facts. And you know how much I love Draymond.
You can't have your whole team be that, but you need a couple of motherfuckers.
Or two.
Yeah. Trey Young. I love when Trey Young turned heel last
in the Garden.
Bro, that was fantastic, bro. Like, cause he was sort of a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga turned heel, and he was like way more interesting after that. I wonder if I feel like LaMelo Ball is the next person who could turn heel if they make the playoffs.
100%.
He's got some.
He's definitely got that in.
And it's not even. He's not even mean. He just like thinks that he's so much better than everybody else. He just thinks everybody else is a joke. Like you can't check me. Nigga. They just laugh in your face.
Yeah, I love LaMelo, man.
So where was I at? 3 was Bron. 4. KD. So center. I don't know. Shit.
Shaq, the big diesel.
I mean, Shaq is the most dominant center ever, but he was never like one of my favorite players necessarily. Maybe Hakeem.
Hey, the dream.
Yeah, maybe Hakeem or perhaps Pistons. Ben Wallace is great, but he's not. He don't got enough offense for me for this team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and do Hakeem.
The dream. That's fire. So you said Isaiah, Rip, Bron, KG, and the dream.
That's a squad.
It is. Mine. Let's go. Steph Curry. Boom. Klay Thompson. Boom. The 3. The 3 is a little tricky, man. Let's see here. I go Carmelo, man. I love Carmelo.
Good call.
Carmelo at the 3. So Steph, Clay, Carmelo, Dirk at the 4, and my 5. Ooh, Tim Duncan. I love Tim Duncan. I go Timmy. I would go Dream, but I'll go Tim at the 5. So that would be mine. Steph, Clay, Melo, Dirk, and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Bang.
Shout out to Tim Duncan. Sneaky, like, had just as good a career as Kobe, kind of. Like,
Tim Duncan was a beast, man. It took me a while to appreciate his game, but I was like a huge Tony Parker fan, so I watched a lot of.
Yeah,
I just watched the Spurs a lot. He's dope.
Now that's an example of a motherfucker who looked like he was solid, but he actually was like the best player.
Right.
No, I actually dropped 30 and like 15 and like 4 blocks,
like all the time.
Yeah, like, like I know I'm just doing layups, but I do them all the time.
Well,
and
Tim
can't nobody stop
Duncan
me.
had like real post work
For sure.
and it was even when he was old, like he
hit you with a 15-footer off the glass, easy.
He was on the block working. He had that little spin move. Man, Tim Duncan was cold.
He was cold.
All right, man, let's go. The other thing that I could not wait to talk about. I couldn't wait. Let's go, man. It's time to talk about this more than any time ever.
Yeah.
This is a big time. If you have not watched this episode of Obi-Wan, this is big time. Do not listen to this because that is how good this latest episode was. Let's go, man. Grandmaster, Lord, Wizard, Magician, Samurai, Kung Fu Force Master, Invincible, Dark Lord, and Savior Vader. Bruh.
Okay, so here's my take here. This scene to me was, and I don't know, Omari couldn't wait to fucking hate on the Super Luke scene. Like, we didn't need the Super Luke scene. We already knew Luke Skywalker was the man. We already knew that. We never really got to see Darth Vader really like show his stuff.
Never until Rogue One.
Yeah, and even that was like, it was different. It was
a glimpse.
It was a glimpse, and it was also like he was fighting against like fucking
it was like
foot soldiers,
it was
right?
Guys,
like anybody, any decent Jedi could have done that. But we needed to see like, yo, Darth Vader is a feared like super villain like we've never seen before, right? Literally the greatest villain of all time according to our lists, right?
Yeah.
Like if you go by based off just what you saw in the movies, not the comics, because they get into some shit in the comics, but and also he be getting into some weird ass like super freaky force dark side shit in that castle of his in the comics, dog. You mean writing up scrolls, calling up demons and shit. That nigga be in there.
Yeah, and I mean,
right. So like on screen, we've never seen anything to really justify other than the cool suit and the deep voice and all of that. But he'll choke somebody from a distance. Right. He looks intimidating, but like if you ever tried to call his bluff, there's not really a lot for us to like go off of. This was the moment that we needed for Darth Vader to really show like, yo, this nigga beat another Sith, maybe not a Sith Lord, but another Sith apprentice who is skilled in the Force and with the lightsaber without drawing a blade. He didn't even have his lightsaber on him. He didn't even have one. He was using the Force to parry and using fucking like Force Wing Chun. It was crazy, bro.
It was nuts.
That's one of the best like depictions of like the Force that I've ever seen,
bro. And then he pulled the ship out of flight.
No, low difficulty. No, hey, get your ass back here. Just kind of flick the. Stop. Where you going? Bring your ass back,
bro. Why? Why is he so powerful?
The only Force moment that we've seen that was more powerful than that, and it's not even canon anymore, is when Starkiller pulled the Star Destroyer out of the sky. Yeah, but this was similar. I mean.
And we saw Rey try, but she didn't have enough control, and
she broke it.
Lightning blasted it.
Oh, but dog, but Kylo stopping the blaster bolt was stopped the blaster bolt,
and then leaving it there.
Dog, let's go,
yeah,
dog.
That was sweet.
But this is up there for sure.
This was incredible. He is horrifying.
Yeah.
He's
like 7'9" too.
He's so powerful. It's like scary.
We forgot about we forget the fact that he got his legs cut off, so he's got like foot razors.
Yeah.
So he's literally like 7 feet tall on top of already being a motherfucker.
The whole scene was amazing. Definitely the best Darth Vader thing that's ever happened. And you called it, man. Like they did what you said they should do,
word for word. Why didn't you save us, bro? Word for word.
Good, man. I love that. I also loved Obi-Wan kind of using her to get the people out of there. That was dope. But man, this dude, Darth Vader, just an incredible scene. Also, so now we kind of know why, because he left his little comlink thing, and so now she saw the message, and now she knows about Luke. So do we think that she's going to? Do we think that she's gonna try to win Vader's favor back and go tell him, or do we think that she's gonna maybe go and try to like protect Luke, and then maybe sacrifice herself to protect Luke?
I would prefer that. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know.
Like a face turn type of.
Well, so that's the thing. That's the really interesting part, and I like this about this story, because she didn't really turn face. Like, so here's what I mean. Like, there's this duality of being a dark side user and being aligned with the Sith. And being aligned with the Empire, right? I think up until this point, Star Wars made you pick. They had it very linear. If in the post Empire era, or in the post after the prequels, if you're someone who used the dark side, you were pro Empire. But this was the first time that we saw someone who was against the Empire, who was just pretending, but definitely still is a fucking dark side user, no question. I mean, she was using her pain, her anger. She was doing all the dark side shit.
Yeah, kind of like Asajj Ventress. Remember Ventress?
Yeah,
she
exactly.
Was kind of the same way.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So
I really like seeing that. So that makes it way more interesting, because she didn't really turn face. She's still like she's on the dark side, like but her anger is not directed at the Jedi. It's directed at Darth Vader. So I would.
That's super interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I would be, and she'll still do whatever she can to scratch that itch of like, I got to get revenge on this nigga. And she's mad at Obi-Wan too for the same reason. Like, what the fuck were you doing? Why didn't you save us? So I would love to see her turn to the light and sacrifice herself. I mean, you know, she's gonna die, unfortunately. Either she dies or she's gonna end up getting flung off into the dark realms or whatever with the rest of them niggas that they conveniently just tucked away for 30 years until we needed them to come back later, in the far reaches or whatever they call them. So I would prefer that she turns face, but I for some reason I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she's gonna try to win. I hope I'm wrong, but I do think she's going to try to win Vader back, or maybe she uses this information to get close to Vader again to try to take him out one more time.
Maybe something like that. And now we also kind of know how Vader is going to find out about Leia. You know what I mean? So that's cool, and that makes sense.
Well, interesting. Does he know about Leia, or does he only know about Luke?
I think that this is how he's going to find out.
For sure, he's going to find out about Luke that way. But I don't. If we think, I don't mean my
we don't really know at the beginning of the first Star Wars movie. Do we know how he knows about Leia?
I don't think he does know about Leia. I think he knows who Princess Leia is, but I don't think
he doesn't know that she's his daughter. Though.
Yeah, because he would have had plenty of times to like confront her about that shit. But I don't know that he ever does. So I'm not sure that he knows that Leia is his daughter, but he obviously knows that Luke is his son. So.
Oh, you know what, bro? Because he doesn't know that he had two.
Right. He might only think he had the one. He don't think he got any kids right now, but he about to find out he has at least one.
I hate you.
You have done that to yourself.
You've done that to yourself. Well, if you're not with me,
oh my God,
you're against me.
Shout out to Hayden Christensen getting another shot though.
Yeah, I loved that flashback scene with those two fighting.
Yep.
And he was, Anakin, your need to win is blinding you. Man, so good.
That whole, how they did the whole metaphor of like how it reflected the current battle they were having. And even Obi-Wan was like, bro, it's over, dog.
Yeah.
Like I already know that's just a wrap.
Yeah, bro. That was so good. Man, what a great episode. But guess what? Got one more left. It's gonna be 16 minutes long, probably. Some crap. like that. But loved it episode, man. It was fire. Cannot wait to the next one. Oh man, I'm excited. We'll see, man. We'll see what we get. Hopefully it's longer than 15 minutes. All right, man. Miss Marvel episode 2.
What's that?
It's a diversity agenda.
What's that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of all of these neckbeards realizing all at the same time that this show was not made for them, but instead made for young children, not young children, but like teenagers and girls in particular. This show is not made for your gaze, brother.
Won't be watching.
Well,
Won't be watching.
good, because they don't fucking care. This is
It's a diversity agenda.
bro. Everything that I like the show a lot, and everything else that I've heard about it has been like, yo, my daughter loves this show. My
It's
niece
not
loves
always
this
about
show.
race. I just don't like it.
My little sister loves this show. Like, yeah, that was the whole point of this. The point was to reach out to a different demographic
Yes, sir.
and like still make a dope show that everybody can enjoy. And you know what?
That's
It's
what
pretty
they
good.
did.
I like it.
I like it too, man. Caught me by surprise. I told you when we first did our "Do You Care?" I said no, but I like the first 2 episodes, man. That's for sure. I like it. It's a good show. I'm surprised by it.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. I like it.
The young lady that plays Kamala Khan, I think she's gonna be a star. She's got
100%.
she's got the it factor. She's very electric
She
on
got
screen.
the stuff.
Yeah. She reminds me of like the same type of energy that the Stranger Things kids have.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think they're all like, that's going to be a platform for all of them to like have careers now.
Yeah. Do you think that if you had to pick, I guess if you had to pick something big that's going to bleed into the film that would happen in this show, what do you think it's going to be? I mean, whether it be like a character or an event or.
I mean, I think however they explain what her powers are going to come back around.
And what do you think? Where do you think they're gonna? What direction do you think they're gonna go with that?
I think they are. So there was a hint, and I forget if it was episode 1 or 2, but there was it was a super MacGuffin ass point or plot piece where her friend, the white guy that does gadgets. That nigga just came up with a fucking machine and said, "Oh, I've created this device, and I can tell that the power comes from you and not the Bengals." Like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? How do you know? How the fuck did you do that? Get out of here. The plot the script needed him to be able to figure that out so they can give us that piece of information.
Right.
But it was an important piece of information because I mean, it's clear that the Bengals are not the power source. They just are allowing it, whatever the power source is, to come out.
Yeah.
So I do think. And I don't like this. This isn't my preference, but I do think they're going to give the Inhuman thing another shot.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, what other explanation they can do whatever they want. Who knows? But, I mean, they brought Black Bolt back already in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, I don't have no problem with the Inhumans.
I don't have a problem with the Inhumans either. I had a problem with them trying to
replace the X-Men.
Sub the Inhumans in for the X-Men.
No, we're not doing that shit.
X-Men are the greatest superhero team, so you can't really do that.
Yeah, no, get out of here. So, but if we're willing to have the Inhumans play nice at the same table as the X-Men, I'm with it. They got some good stories. As a matter of fact, I think there's a run right now where the X-Men are going against the Inhumans. I haven't caught up on it yet, but so we'll see. I'm with it.
I'm with it, man. Let's see where it goes. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. Pleasantly surprised by this show. And we will see what happens in the next episode. Boom.
Yep.
All right, man. Let's go. Moving on. There's a game that came out. You guys already know how much I love Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is out. Came out this past weekend. I know you've played it. I know a lot of people in the Discord have checked it out.
Mm-hmm.
I got it and played it. Now, before we talk about it, I was a little you guys already know Turtles is one of my favorite things ever, but I do get annoyed sometimes that the default character design is always the 80s cartoon look for everything that they do. It's always the default look, and I was really hoping that they would drop the game with like some skins that were that would give you the option to have any look from any generation. I think that's what they need to do. They probably won't, but that's what I was hoping for, because especially if it was just kind of a retro style, like beat 'em up type of game. But then, like, I got it and I played it, and I was very pleasantly surprised at how much detail went into all the turtles, like individuality, and they all have different, like, there's different combos, and there's different, they all move differently, they have different attacks, like, so I really was surprised, man, by that. So I actually loved it, and I've been playing it. So
brought the original voice actors back too.
Yeah, original voice actors from the old show. Like I said, it reminds me of the old arcade joints, but just way more detail, way more detail paid in way more detail put into the combat of each individual turtle. So I think it's dope.
Yeah. I like it a lot. It's a game that, like, and you haven't played it with other people yet.
I have not. I've only played it by myself.
It is way funner with other people. Man, because there's new moves you can do that you can only do when you're playing with other people. Like,
that's dope.
If you get, like, you and your buddy are fighting against a single enemy, you can do, like, these, like, I mean, it happens automatically where you do, like, this, like, kind of a super move, kind of, but it doesn't cost any special.
Oh, that's sweet.
And it's bro, it's fire. Like, those moves, like, clear people off the screen. It's fun. And yeah, I mean, you can get up to 6 people at once. It's much easier with playing with people, obviously. So
yeah.
And it's like it's not a super long game either. Like, you can probably beat it in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah,
maybe.
like if I would have just, I've only been playing the first couple stages over and over, because that's how I play games like that. I'm just getting my level up so I can just walk through the rest of the game. But I like it, man. It's fun. I've been enjoying it. Shout out to Mega Ran. He did a song for it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's got the outro, or the what do you call it? The ending song. Yeah. I'm a fucking idiot.
But yeah, man. All right, man. Before we get into this top 10, you got some quick film questions for me. I'll take them to you.
Yes.
The ones that I asked you last week. And then we're going to get into our own personal top 10 favorite film characters we did last week. Y'all were doing so good, but then we got a Sonic 3 on the list.
Indiana goddamn Jones.
Number 5?
Right. I mean, I would be still annoyed, but, like, if he was in at number 10, that's one thing.
Yeah, but
he's a famous character. I get it.
Top 5 though.
Top 5, you're tripping. No.
Come on. What are you guys doing over there, man?
Yeah, tripping is what they're doing. What they're doing is tripping. All right, here we go. Greatest film of all time.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
An upset. Favorite film. Oh, I see what you did there.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Favorite film trilogy.
Oh, that's kind of a hard one. All right, let me hurry up. Lord of the Rings.
Oh. Favorite director.
Oh, Akira Kurosawa.
Nice. Most underrated film.
Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna say Hero. We was just talking about that movie, and I know a lot of people that haven't seen it. The Jet Li movie, incredible.
No, it's fire. Movie. There's a scene where he fights like 500 people at the same time
on the roof.
Yeah,
and they're shooting all those arrows at him.
Ridiculous. Yeah. No, like, seriously, like 400 to 500 people at once.
It's an awesome movie.
Most overrated film.
Oh man. I don't know. What's one of those smart guy movies that I just don't care about? Endgame. Oh.
And favorite film fight.
Oh, Jinyu versus Shulian and Crouching Tiger. Best fight ever.
Nice.
All right, man, let's go. Top 10 favorite film characters of all time.
Oh, fuck, hold on. I gotta find
It's Indiana Jones. What if all this time Hero reads off his list and his number 1 is Indiana Jones?
Dog, I assure you that will not happen. But that would be funny though. I got a good, bro. I like, this is probably my favorite top 10 list, bro. I got some joints on here.
Some fire on there.
Yeah, I got some unexpected joints, man. So all right, here we go. Number 10 from probably my favorite movie in high school. This was in a time before I really understood how important The Matrix was. I had seen it once or twice, but I hadn't really fully digested it yet. But instead, my favorite movie series, and they're kind of the same. I mean, it's 1 and 2, but they're the same story, was probably Kill Bill. So shout out to the bride, Beatrix Kiddo, at number 10.
Like it. Good movies, man. Good movies.
Yeah. And we talked about him today here at number 9. The person who ended up winning this as the number 1. We're gonna go with the Darth Lord, Darth Vader.
Vader.
Right, that nigga Vader. For sure. Yeah. Darth, you shall be known as Darth henceforth. Right. You shall be known as Darth Vader.
Vader
turned upside down when he said that shit.
And then he started killing children. What a jerk.
Okay, number 8, man. The newest, most OP super character of all time, second only to maybe Jobu Tupaki, and you already know what it is. Evelyn from Everywhere.
Love it. Love it.
Anything,
love it.
All at Once.
Let's go. Boom.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's just a phenomenal movie, bro. So good, dog.
Yeah, incredible movie, man.
Hey, I wonder. I'm so curious if this character got any votes, or if it was just me. You already know John Boyega is probably my favorite actor. Shout out to Moses from Attack the Block, who is his
you
breakout
talk about
character.
That movie all the time,
bro. That movie is amazing, dog. So good.
I gotta watch that movie.
Did you see
showed me a clip of it?
Yeah, yeah. It's fantastic. So good, bro.
Movie. I didn't get any votes for him on the list. I don't believe so.
I figured it would be.
It's an obscure one, but
yeah, it's a.
I had to watch that movie because you showed me some clips from it one time when I was over here, and I wanted to watch it. I was interested.
Baby John Boyega. Basically, it is the story of what would happen if an alien monster just landed in South London, and just like a gang of youth-dom have to fight them. It's
a youth.
That's just dope, bro. It's so good, dog. And it was the movie where I was like, oh, John Boyega, oh, he's about to be famous, bro. And then when he got and it didn't end the way that we wanted it to, but when he got casted as Finn, I was like, okay, yeah, no, he's about to be a star. He's my guy.
And then they kind of did the whole, he's black, he's not a Jedi.
What a disappointment.
His last name Skywalker.
It's Sky Nigger. All right, bro. Number 6.
Oh man,
I wonder how many. Maybe not. Maybe this character was another one that was sort of obscure. It's not obscure, but just nobody would have thought about it. I'm gonna go with Lee from Enter the Dragon.
I love it. No, he got some votes. He almost made the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
Bang. It's so hard for me to think of Bruce Lee as a film character for some reason.
No, I know exactly.
I don't know why. It's
because he's himself in every film,
in every movie,
and every character is basically Lee. It's like the same.
He plays. His name's Lee in Way of the Dragon 2, and I love that movie. Yeah, that's my favorite.
The only I think in Chinese Connection or fuck, I always get these confused.
Oh yeah, he plays Shin Shan.
So 2 of these 3 movies are the same movie.
Yeah,
it's so
Chinese Connection and
Big Boss, or is it Fist of Fury?
Fist of Fury. Chinese Connection and Fist of Fury are the same.
And then Big Boss is different.
Boss is its own movie.
And the Big Boss was the first one, I think, right?
Yes, Big Boss was his first movie.
Right.
Enter the Dragon is obviously the big one. Yeah. Game of Death is the one that he didn't finish.
That shit was about to be fire.
Bro, I just feel like They should have, instead of them doing the thing where they like try to fake it, like they should have just released that as only fights. And
well, they did. Do you remember the first version of it? That like when they spliced it together that's new. That's within like the past maybe probably 10 or 15 years. Okay. There's an original version where it's just like they just it was just unfinished.
That's how it should be.
And I mean it wasn't completely. It still had an ending because when they say it was unfinished, they don't mean that it just like stopped halfway through. Like that's not the way they shoot films.
All he shot was the fights and the story from then on, and that's it. It didn't have any story at all other than him just walking into the fucking. I'm good with that.
Right, and it was just floor after floor, just scrap after scrap after scrap, which was
I'm perfectly fine with that.
And it just reminds me, right? Because we, if there's such thing as a complaint about Bruce Lee, is that he only played the same character. It just makes me sad that he passed away so early. Because can you imagine?
He was such a good actor, man.
Like a 50-year-old Bruce Lee, still with tech, still with hands, still like in his Jackie Chan years.
That's the thing.
Playing like a villain or something,
bro.
Playing like a triad boss or some shit like that.
He was a great actor. He was funny.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he was a good actor. He was a complete good actor.
The only drawback though, and this is not their fault. This is Hollywood because they only let there be one non-white person at a time being famous. Facts. If Bruce Lee had survived, we would not have Jackie Chan.
You don't think so?
No way. And that's a tragedy. But like, bro, Jackie Chan even admits like that's how he got his shot. Because it's not his fault. Like Jackie Chan still would have had his career overseas, but I don't think he wouldn't have become a star in America the way that he is now if Bruce Lee had survived, which sucks. So now I'm sad. Moving on, number 5. One of my favorite movies ever, cult classic, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
What?
Gonna go with Scott Pilgrim.
Let's
at number 5.
Man, that's such a good movie.
Again, another one of those movies that was kind of one of my favorite movies ever.
Bro, that movie is fire. I love that movie.
I didn't know shit about Scott Pilgrim either before I saw it.
Me neither.
I started like
it came out around, what were we in, like college?
Yeah, it was like 2008, 2009, something like that. Maybe 2010. No, it was like 2010, I think. And I was like, yo, that movie looks cool. And I just went to the theater and watched this, like, oh, this shit fire.
Yeah, like after I saw that, I was like reading the little manga books too for a minute.
Yeah, there's a game. There's like a beat 'em up game. Yep. So I started learning more about Scott Pilgrim after I saw the movie, which was cool. All right. So number 4, this one, happy to see that they made the list. Ip Man from the Ip Man series.
Let's go.
Have you seen all 4 of them
yes.
so far? I have too, and I thought the 4th one was good. I didn't like the 3rd one nearly as much. The 2nd one was fantastic, but I still think the 1st one was the best.
First one's the best one, yeah, to me by far.
Yeah.
I like all of them, but I think the first one's the best. My memory's a little. What is the 3rd one about?
I think the 3rd one. I could be getting this confused. The same as you.
I know the first one, obviously classic. 2nd was the one where the European guys come and he fights the boxer.
Right, and I think the
4th one is the one where he fights Scott Adkins and the military karate people.
Yeah, so the 3rd one is when he fights Mike Tyson. I think
that's the 3rd.
It's either the 3rd or the 4th one.
It's the 3rd one because I know for a fact that the 4th one is. Yeah, you're right.
With my guy playing Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Which again, I'm sorry, goddamn it, I'm a little bit of a purist, and I know that's complete nonsense, and like Bruce Lee didn't have nothing to do with none of that shit. But it's fine or whatever. I'm sorry.
I like that guy though.
He's great. He's fantastic. Yeah. I just didn't. I'm like, bro, are we really milking the Bruce Lee thing? Like, we all know, anybody who has any following of Bruce Lee knows that he was not around for none of that shit.
Right.
But whatever, it's fine. It was cool. I like Bruce Lee. I like the movie. It was good. No big deal. So yeah, Ip Man. First one is my favorite for sure. I love the 2nd one too. 3rd one was all right. The 4th one was good too. It was back to being good. Cool. So number 3, we already know. Neo, the one.
Hey,
the one.
Let's go.
No. I'm saying?
No bullets. Stop it.
No, and then just hands behind the back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Easy. It's no big deal, bro.
Leave
like
me alone.
I overstand. You understand? I overstand your attack pattern. I overstand this threat, and there's no threat to me. So it's not. Leave me alone, bro. I'm thinking about something, dog. I'm pondering.
I'm doing stuff.
I'm pondering, bro. Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, you gonna try to shoot me? No. No. How do you tell bullets no? Dog.
Hey, man, that's what a good movie.
Hey, dog. Tech. Tech, bro.
Hey, tech.
Right.
Great. Love it.
More to come. And number 2, stunned that this did not make the list. This was the one other than Neo that I was the most confident would be on this list. I'm stunned that there was no Michael Corleone.
He almost made it. Got some votes. He was on your list. He was on Josh's list. He was on a couple lists, but he just missed it because people was too busy putting Indiana Jones on the list.
Absurd. I mean, come on, dog. The
Absurdity.
Godfather. One of the great movies of all time. I'm a huge gangster movie fan, especially mafia movies. I mean, we know. I mean, this is like the one famous fancy, fancy pants film snob movie that completely lives up to the hype. I mean, that shit is
fancy pants film snob movie,
bro. This movie is a fucking masterpiece, bro. It's so
fancy
good.
Pants. That was great.
Yeah, I actually like everybody. All of the film nerds think that the second one is better than the first. I actually like the first one a little bit better.
Okay.
Second one is good, and it's one of those things where everybody thinks the third one sucks, but bro, the third one won Best Picture. It just is not as good as the first two, which is just a testament to how good those first two were. Like it was. I mean, come on, bro. Marlon Brando, who was a total asshole and like. At this point in his career was basically like pooping his pants and just did whatever he wanted.
Oh my gosh.
But Al Pacino obviously is Michael Corleone. Best part of the film. One of my favorite characters ever. And then of course, bro, let's not fuck around. Number 1, Morpheus.
Hey.
That nigga was so black and sweet.
Hey man, I have kind of a, you know what? With the Matrix, like especially when you watch, you already know my favorite Matrix is the second one where Morpheus fights the agent on top of the truck on the freeway.
On the freeway going 90 miles an hour.
After cutting the truck with the sword and getting up and shooting it and it explodes.
Yeah.
I don't think that they were always. I'll say this. I'll say outside of Agent Smith, I don't think they were always powerless against the agents. I think they just were scared, and then Neo gave them kind of the confidence that like y'all can hang with these guys. Because the way that Morpheus is in the second movie, after basically being around Neo and seeing what he does, is like completely different than it was in the first movie.
For sure.
Like he was not worried when he had to fight the
There were several people who fought. I mean, so in the first one he blues to
bro when he saves him and he's in the wall in the first one, bro.
Oh my god. Dog, so good. Fucking sniper.
Come on,
Cypher, bro, blow your fucking nose. Stop sneezing, you bitch. Fuck. I hate that guy. But yeah, so he loses, but he like gets a couple licks in. He got his ass whooped, but like he was the only person willing to try to fight him. But actually, Trinity is the first person to get a dub. I mean, she kind of shot that nigga in the head. But after Neo did the thing, and she kind of snuck up behind him and popped him. But I think that was the first person, and they kind of yada past that. I think Trinity was the first person to kill an agent.
Yeah.
And they didn't even mention that shit. But yeah, to your point, in the second, especially the second movie, they seem to have upped their confidence to the point where they could hang with them for sure. So
I just want to say this. You only had one Star Wars character on your list. That's interesting to me.
Because I think that I think that Star Wars characters are not as good as some other characters.
I mean, yeah, I just that's
and I like the villains better than I like the heroes most of the time.
Facts.
And that's why Darth Vader made my list and none of the heroes did. Look, man, this is a problem with Star Wars, is that their villains are always awesome. Darth Maul, Darth Vader, Darth Sidious.
True, bro. And then the heroes are kind of
the anti-heroes, Boba Fett, Mando, awesome characters.
So cool.
But our heroes, like Rey has a chance to be cool, but we probably ain't gonna never see her again. I don't think we're gonna see any more Rey. I think she's done, which sucks.
Won't be watching.
Right. And even if even if she does come back, that's gonna be the response. Don't nobody want to see her. They pooped the floor when they had they pooped the floor with Finn. Han Solo almost made my list. He was actually on my list for a minute, but he got bumped off. But he's these white bread, like happy-go-lucky characters that they put in Star Wars are just not interesting. All of the complicated characters are the ones that are way more interesting, and most of them happen to be villains. Do better. Boba Fett, Mando, fucking Qui-Gon, kind of a gray character. Interesting.
Qui-Gon was my guy.
The only good character that is in Star Wars that's like a true good guy paragon is Obi-Wan. And even Obi-Wan had moments where even right now, Obi-Wan is shook.
Yeah, he is.
And it makes him way more interesting.
Hello there.
All right.
Bang. Facts. Love it, man. Let's go. Top 10 favorite film characters list. This was hard, man, because I watch a lot of movies and I've been watching a ton of freaking movies, and it's kind of destroyed my list a little bit because I've been watching so many movies. I gotta give honorable mention shout out to Wayman Wang from Everything Everywhere All at Once. The husband loves his character, especially Alpha Wayman.
Yeah,
man was out there eating chapstick. Those are such weird props,
right, bro?
Mance was out there eating chapstick, fighting dudes with a fanny pack. Shout out to him, and shout out to his earlier character Data from the Goonies. Man, I used to love Data from the Goonies. Oh my gosh, I literally just popped in my head. Was the fanny pack a shout out to the Data character from the Goonies?
I did have that thought. I'm not the hugest Goonies
I
fan.
love that movie,
but I do remember that fanny pack, and it seemed like a shout out to me.
Oh, I wonder if that's what that was supposed to be. If so, that's awesome. All right, man, let's go. Coming in at number 10, we got my man Donnie Yen, Ip Man, starting the list off at number 10. Look, man, I'd be lying if I said that these movies aren't what made me want to start doing Wing Chun. It was these movies. That's why I got into it, man, was when I saw the first one. So shout out to Donnie Yen, Ip Man. Incredible movies. He's a superhero in the first movie. I love it. I love how untouchable he is in that movie. I love when that dude wants to fight him so bad, the guy that comes to Foshan and he beats him up in the house.
And they tried to not mess the house up.
Oh man, hilarious. Love it. I love that movie so much. So coming in at number 10, we got Donnie and Ip Man character. Coming in at number 9, I'm gonna get a little film snobby on you. I got Sanjuro, the samurai played by Toshiro Mifune in the Yojimbo movie. I love Yojimbo, and this character is so dope, man. I love I'm a sucker for the super tough, like, master swordsman, but like super compassionate and cares about people, but then they get mad when you like thank them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get out of here. No.
Right.
I'm not soft. I'm a super tough guy.
Right.
But yeah, man, one of the GOAT samurai characters, man, in film. I love it. Love this movie. This is my favorite Akira Kurosawa movie. And obviously you guys already know Toshiro Mifune,
GOAT.
Ridiculous at playing that samurai character. Coming in at number 8, I'm going with Nameless from the Hero movie. Jet Li's character from the Hero film. That movie is incredible. It took me, I had to watch it like 50 million times to understand exactly what the heck was going on. But it's such a dope movie, man. He is incredible in that movie. Shout out to the other people that are in it too, man. We were just talking about that movie It's got an amazing cast. Everybody in it is ridiculously good. And the plot, man, the plot is heavy, and it took me a long time to really understand what's going on. But like Jet Li's character is amazing. Tony Leung's character is amazing. He plays the Broken Sword, who I always say is like kind of the true hero of that movie, because he's the one who got Jet Li to he's the one who got Jet Li's character to see the bigger picture of everything. But Jet Li's character in this movie is just incredible. So shout out to Nameless from Hero. Coming in at number 7. Let's go, man. You think that's air you're breathing?
Yay.
Let's go. Morpheus from The Matrix, man. The GOAT. My favorite character from those films. I just talked about it, man. In the second one, my man gets the katana sword, fights the evil twins, cuts the truck, shoots it, blows it up, then gets on the roof, fights an agent. Just like you said, man, I think Lawrence Fishburne was he did a lot of work, man, because he was doing the stuff in these movies, and he was awesome. Love Morpheus. Man, that even the first, we just talked about how he breaks through the wall to save your boy.
Man,
oh, so good. Get up, Morpheus. Come on, get up,
bro. He had to. He had to risk it all for the prophecy, bro.
Bro, I love it, man. Such a good character, bro. Man, so good. Coming in at number 6. Got a new entry, man. I watched this movie. Shout out to Josh. He put me on this movie. I watched this movie called The Twilight Samurai.
Hey.
And my number 6 is going to be a character from that movie, Twilight Sebi. And Hiroyuki Sanada, man.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
One of the greatest actors of all time. One of my favorites. I love his character in this movie, bro. It's not super crazy action-filled movie. He's kind of this kind of bummy lower class samurai. His wife died, and then he's taking care of his mother. His mother's got dementia. He's taking care of his daughters, and he's poor, and he's kind of like this super skilled swordsman. But it's like in that Edo era where the time of the samurai was kind of at an end, and they were ushering this new world and new government. And basically, one of my favorite details of it is that he had even gotten to a point of moving on so much that he actually sold his sword, and he learned how to use the short sword. So he was like a master of that too. And basically, what happens is he
wait, hold on. Edit your review because I actually want to watch this.
Okay, I'll edit. Okay, good. So I edit the review. Incredible movie. Like I said, if I had to, one of my favorite things about this movie is this is the most human samurai film I've ever seen. It's so realistic. It's so down to earth. It's quiet. It's a really quiet and peaceful movie. Hiroyuki Sanada is amazing. There's only a couple of action scenes, but they are so good and realistic. Yeah, you should really watch this movie, bro. It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, no, I'm totally into it. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's amazing. So my number 6 is going to be his character from the Twilight Samurai. Let's get into this top 5, man. Shout out to the women. There's 3 women characters in this top 5. Let's go.
Wow.
Coming in at number 5, we got Evelyn Wang from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like he said, man, the all-powerful Evelyn from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Such an amazing movie. Such an amazing character. Love Michelle Yeoh, Queen Mother. She was so good in this movie, man. That's my number 5, and that is my second favorite movie of all time.
Let's go.
Coming in at number 4, Michelle Yeoh gets 2 characters in a row. Xu Lien from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. My second favorite character from that movie. Spoiler alert. So good in that movie, man. I love that movie. I love her character. Just the way that, what's crazy is I love Lee Mubai, which is Chow Yun-Fat's character in that movie, but he's my 3rd favorite character. That movie was really for the women, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So shout out to Xu Lien from that movie. That first scene, bro, where Jin Yu steals the sword and she chases her down and they fight at the beginning is amazing. But she's a really good character, man. Shout out to her. just an incredible movie. My favorite movie of all time. Coming in number 3, man. Got to get a Star Wars character on the list. You guys already know it's Darth Maul.
Hey,
my guy, my favorite. Look, man, I don't care. I grew up on the prequels. Kill me. I love Episode 1. Love Phantom Menace. Darth Maul is my favorite Star Wars character. Boom. I don't care. Amazing character. Sweet fighting all the time. Shout out to Ray Park who played Darth Maul in the Phantom Menace. And I mean, like, you know, if you watch Star Wars, it's really based on these characters are super heavily influenced by samurai, and you know what I mean, and their fighting style. So to see Darth Maul be like kind of the first one that was really doing like wushu and like Chinese martial arts was like really, really mind blowing to me when I was a kid. Shout out to Darth Maul. Coming in at number 2, the reckless dream chasing sword goddess herself, Jin Yu from Crouch the Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Let's go. Love her character in that movie, man. A little reckless, you know. This is kind of the talented, unhinged rookie with a lot of upside. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Such
a lot of heat checks.
A lot of heat checks. Such a good character, man. Love her character. Everything her character represented in that film. Won't get too crazy with it because I could talk about this movie for like an entire episode. But she's my favorite character in that movie. One of my favorite characters of all time. So shout out to Zhang Ziyi and the Jin Yu character from Crouch Tiger and Dragon. But my number 1. Let's go. I'm pretty sure you guys know the answer to this. I got 10 more films to go, but it's Zatoichi, man. The blind swordsman Zatoichi. Shout out to.
So hold on, before you say this, I bet to myself, I feel like Noveliss made this list specifically to put Zatoichi at number 1.
Zatoichi number 1. Shintaro Katsu, man, incredible actor. I actually want to watch some of his other movies. I don't know if he did a lot of other action stuff, but his acting as this character is so good that I like have to see him do something else. I want to see some other movies with him. But these movies, man, I love them so much. I don't know if there's another character who I could just watch like 25 movies though.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that would be tough. So this is saying a lot.
Yeah, man. Love it though. I'm here for the long ride, and shout out to Zatoichi. My new, basically, yeah. This is my new. It's a new addition. So this is my new favorite film character ever. Played by Shintaro Katsu, man. These movies are awesome. They're my favorite right now. And that's it. That's the list. Boom. And also, man, like I said earlier, it's hard for me to have a Bruce Lee character because it's weird. You said you understand what I mean, but yeah, like, I just don't think of him as like an actor. It's so weird.
That's him.
Bro.
He was doing the stuff. He was the secret agent that went to Han's Island and fucking beat the shit out of Han. Kick that nigga through a fucking fun house mirror.
That dummy
dog. Oh my god,
that's one of my favorite.
Bro, when I was a kid, I used to rewind that one kick like 100 times, bro. That nigga scream.
Mr. Handman.
That's bullshit, Mr. Handman. You know, you come straight out of a comic book.
Jim Kelly, man, legendary, but man, that dude had some like generic sounding line delivery, man. But that's my list, man. Number 10, Master Ip Man from the Ip Man movies. Number 9, Sanjuro from Yojimbo. Shout out to Toshiro Mifune. Number 8, The Nameless, the assassin from the Hero movie. Number 7, Morpheus from the Matrix. Boom. Number 6, Hiroyuki Sanada's character from the Twilight Samurai, man. Sebi, amazing film. Number 5, Evelyn Wang from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 4, Shu Lien for Crouch the Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 3, Darth Maul. Number 2, Jin Yu. Number 1, Zatoichi himself. Boom. Let's go, man. Top 10 favorite film characters in the books. This was a good episode. Got some things off my chest. Warriors, baby. Woo! All right, y'all. Peace.